Kabam Shut Down, further discussion on the matter of Alliance health potions and revives. That is really annoying. Sad times. Missing units from arena crystals is becoming a bit annoying now. Bans go out to players, but is it banning not as effective as it used to be? Kabam want your thoughts on AQ and how it should operate on a weekly basis, and much more. Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Wednesday. Hey, we've got so many things to go over in this particular video, so make sure to hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all, please. A quick bit of thanks to those that support the channel as a Patreon and as a YouTube member. You're on screen right now. Much love to you for doing that. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. If you've got Amazon Prime, give a free Twitch sub. I should be live streaming later on today on Twitch. See you there. Also, just to let you know, this video is sponsored by Manscaped.com. This video is sponsored by Manscaped.com. Do you like the t-shirt? Well, it's got a very important message with it. Did you know one man every hour, every day is diagnosed with testicular cancer? It's, yeah, it's a bit of a scary fact. And this is why in April, it's National Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. This particular subject is very uncomfortable for a lot of men to talk about, but it's very important. I mean, I'll give you an example, something that's very close to home to me. It's back several years ago. I watched a YouTuber called Furious Pete who picked up testicular cancer for the second time and urged viewers to go and get checked out. If you found anything uncomfortable, you found a lump, or something was being painful, or anything really that didn't seem normal with that particular area. And funnily enough, there was something I wasn't actually comfortable about and decided to go to my doctor, who referred me to a consultant and said I'd have to have an operation. This wasn't testicular cancer, but it was definitely something that was important. I got checked out on, and yeah, it's just so important to get checked. But not to worry, everything is okay with me right now, especially because I keep that area well maintained with the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. So it's great to know you're in safe hands with any Manscaped products, any tools, any solutions for safe and easy manscaping. And the great thing is they are partnered with the Testicular Cancer Society, which is on the t-shirt right there, you can see, partnered up and yeah, creating awareness, as it is the most common cancer for those aged 15 to 35, and it gives support for those fighting, those surviving, and the families it impacts as well. You can perform simple routine checks using some of the amazing Manscaped products like, the crop mop, bull wipes. You don't have to use them just on your balls. I came in for a run and used some of my armpits and areas. I was like, yes, this is a nice spruce up, but also checking your balls, very important. And also using the amazing Lawnmower 4.0 with skin safe technology. Also, if you visit manscaped.com/TCS, you'll learn a bit more about the check yourself idea of, making sure you find any early signs of cancer, and as well help to save lives and balls as well. And as always, you can use my code RichTheMan at checkout for 20% off and free international shipping at manscaped.com. Join the Manscaped movement and don't forget to take care of your pair. Yes, well done me. In the spirit of oversharing, that was some oversharing. And OGs of the channel will know back in about either 2015 or 16. I really can't remember when it was, but yeah, after the operation, everything's normal, everything looks normal, everything feels normal, but yeah, sometimes you gotta check. Always important to check, very important, gentlemen, please check. Any case, right, we're doing a Marvel Contest of Champions news show, but also talking about other stuff as well. Okay, AQ 9.5 star. As a lot of you know, the AQ is something that goes on a regular basis, but at the same time, when there's season upgrades to it, like 9.5 will see some improvements, I believe, to map 5, map 6, and other stuff. It sometimes doesn't work out according to plan, and it looks like it hasn't worked out according to plan, and that the new changes will not go live this cycle. I'm just gonna let you know this is the next sequence, it's not this sequence. Kabam makes it, hey, this was scheduled to start tomorrow, but due to an issue we will be delaying the intended changes to Alliance Quest maps until next series of Alliance Quest. Please keep in mind this is when choosing the maps you play. Please keep in mind when choosing the maps you play this week. So if you are selecting a map but you're going, oh, we're doing the changes, and it's not the changes, it's not going to be that. So wait till next week to to focus on your changes in Alliance. It's mainly for officers preparation, so yeah, look out for that, and that's one of the reasons that it's not going live today. Also, a secondary element to the AQ story part and the Summoner Sanctum. As some of you have pointed out and seen in Summoner Sanctum, you're getting options about when, like a few kind of things about the way it runs and how it runs. And, you know, people are, you know, they've got questions on things. Kabam Mika said, Summoner Sanctum surveys cover a wide range of different topics. They are not indicative of any plans to help us get to know how players are feeling about the different areas of the game. The next thing to cover is bans. Now, I've seen a few threads, I've seen a few posts, I've seen a few people contacting and saying their account has been banned. A lot of the time with bans, it's really hard for me to kind of like either feel really sorry or kind of go, they got what they deserved. The reason being, there are some situations where, and this is the, like in future, I don't think anybody can thoroughly judge a player if they don't know the full story. It just goes back to that case in point of the Galaxy 22 issue. If you remember the Galaxy 22 phone or whatever it was, Kabam didn't recognize their new device being added in. It was like a new device that was released prior to Kabam kind of, I think whitelisting, I think the term is, whitelisting a device to be used with Marvel contests. If anything, it kind of turns out to be like something like an emulator on their part. But in any case, the case in point I'm getting to is bans. I've seen a few things kind of pop up about this, and I don't know if I've seen any kind of bans from the Omega Sentinel arena. As a lot of you know, that arena broke some ridiculous records when it came to cut-offs, and it really makes me scared about doing any predictions for Black Cat. Either way, I definitely think that the bans, like bans in game, need to be looked into, and it seems to be there are some regular bans that are being put out. But I think it does need to be looked at in game a bit more, and especially like what players, if they're not getting permanent bans, then if they've cheated and are going back to an account, what is left on that account? Will Kabam strip out some of the things that they've got from unscrupulous means and kind of like the cheating way? And at the moment, I don't think they do. But it'll be interesting to kind of see where bans go in the future, and will we see more kind of regular bans as we're seeing at the moment. Next up, and let's talk about glitches. Now, as a lot of you know, glitches this month have been prevalent. They have been so bad, it's unbelievable. We're going to go on to the situation of my video I posted yesterday and the loss of units which I had in that one, and trying to get an answer from Kabam. If you don't know what's going on, I've covered this in several news type videos, but I think again it just deserves talking about. That's a lot of gold. That would literally just sort you out with gold for the rest of your Marvel Contest of Champions career. Kabam, give that to every player, please. That would be great. But yeah, glitches, as I said, are a big problem. This is something that, you know, I've talked about, and it is annoying. Player here said, I had some extreme luck opening 100 uncollected arena crystals, got about 1k more units than expected, so I popped 3 calves, only to notice I have less units now than opened. Anyone else noticed a visual bug now in other parts of the game? And Kabam Exhibit says, hey there, the team is aware of this visual bug, which tends to pop up more often when opening multiple crystals at once. They're looking into investigating possible options to fix. But the question that I kind of come up, and the question I've sent to Kabam specifically, is if it's saying you got X amount of units, and like, well, what happened to those units? Is it a visual bug based on what your units are after? Is it a visual bug or when the crystals are opened? You know, what is the kind of like the situation from it? The reason I say that is because I tried to do this series yesterday called RNG Wars, and it's kind of annoying to kind of start it on what is a bug because I don't get like a full kind of like tester, whereas the indication was that I should be on something like 9,197. This is a very annoying bug, especially if you are kind of going, right, well, where's the visual glitch here? It's a visual glitch with what my remaining units are after. Is it that one of the crystals is broken that I opened and said I got units when I didn't, or said I should have had more units than I didn't? So this does need to be clarified sooner rather than later. So, you know, please, Kabam, please look into this, because I kind of feel like I'm being a little bit jilted here, especially that I've got less than a week to go, and I need to get 10,000 units in total, and I'm up to 9,000. What am I up to now? 9,191. I've got 91 units at the moment. It is doable and it will be fine. It's just annoying to kind of go, right, oh, that's great. I don't need to grind quite as much. Oh, I need more to do. So I think as players need a little bit more clarification on that particular matter, and this visual glitch needs to be sorted out as well. We're kind of like what, 30, well, about 13 days, 12 days, whatever into this. We're coming up close to halfway through. It needs to be sorted out, please. Now, our one before last story, our penultimate story, is all about Alliance Wars, health potions and revives. We had to talk about it because it is something that is kind of causing a lot of frustration, and quite rightly so. Now, where do we go on this one? Where do we start? Well, unfortunately, we'd like to start, but unfortunately, it's been ended. The further discussion point from the players kind of having any kind of say about the problems that this brings up and what it does to damage the not reputation, because if we talk about Kabam's reputation, but damage the interest from players, or ongoing interest from players to grind out Alliance Wars and Alliance Wars seasons. It's gone. Like, you know, the interest is gone. There's some very key players that are very much considering their interest in playing the game mode ongoing as a result of some of this stuff. And like, it's annoying to kind of see this being closed. This should be an ongoing discussion with players. Even with here, like, as player said, funnily enough, they refuse to listen to their players, their CCP, anyone who really plays the game. Very true. It's a very true sentiment and situation. In any case, today we're pushing that this Kabam Mike change the loyalty store live, so that's in game. We also want to reiterate that the current weekly compensation packages are not going anywhere until we have our new input refractor system in place. We also understand that there will be still more comments and concerns that need to be addressed, and we'll be working to do whenever we can. However, we do not plan to change potions back to being in the oh dear. But we're going to continue to work to make sure the supply of loyalty available to players will make the investment easier. Right. We've already mentioned the increase of war win and loss rewards. That's still not good enough. Sorry. We will continue to refine the update resource economy as we move forward. We will continue to collect and analyze data, but we need to reiterate that our intention is not to make loyalty and potions and revives replacements for the current compensation consumables, which are in place due to the issues they're experiencing with the input system. We understand that players have become accustomed to these new supply of consumables, and switching back to a world when you're asked to invest resources for such consumables might be hard to sit with, but it was never the intention for those packages to make Alliance War consumables permanently free. No, but it's very weird, isn't it, that with those being delivered, do we have any complaints? Nope. Are we seeing complaints now because you're doing whatever you're doing? Yep. So, I don't know. Who's wasting whose time here? Also, now on to arena predictions. Now, this is going to be a very, very tricky situation to predict Black Cat, especially under the sort of hype that we've had for the champion, the Omega Sentinel situation. I think we can do a good job with this. We also got Ghost Rider in the basic. Let's have a look at the prediction. Now, based off of some previous arena results, I'm going with the following. I kind of feel that Black Cat, based on some hype that I've seen for the champion, could reach about 200 mil. Now, this is a very tough period we're going into. We've recently had a Mega Sentinel, but I think that was largely based on the prestige elements that kind of pushed that up farther as it did. But still, we've got to be wary, and I think that 200 mil might be a safe bet, especially considering how other arenas have gone, you know, for key or kind of hype champions like 180 to 200 mil, kind of feeling with that. The 5-star version, 55 mil, again, I'm basing that off of like how the Omega Sentinel one went with the 5-star, but also previous 5 stars that have been featured and new that have gone around about 50 odd mil. Ghost Rider, on the other hand, in the basic, kind of feel that's not going to be as popular, and I've gone with 50 mil. This also comes in line with a recent Stark enhanced Spider-Man arena, where I just kind of feel popularity. Yes, okay, it's the first time he's gone in, but yeah, I'm sure people would kind of like pick him up. And as well, the 5-star 18 mil, because like, no one be grinding for the 5-star, or no one be overly interested in that unless you need the champion for the first time, or you're looking to grab a lower 5-star for your grind. That could be quite cool for players to do. But those have been my predictions for the round 1 of the Black Cat and Ghost Rider. And that has been your show for Wednesday. Shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring the video. Go and check it out in the link in the description. There's some great stuff, even new body wash that they've got there. Go and check out some other content I've recently posted, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that will be. Tatty bye for now.